Guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's Battle of the Sponges video, we are putting to the test the Fenty Beauty Precision Makeup Sponge against my newest favorite, the Real Techniques Beauty Sponge. Before I started filming this video, I was reading the packaging of both of them and they both say that you can use them damp or dry. Personally, I like to use my sponges damp, but it's good to know that you can use them dry as well. And this one comes in a little plastic packaging. There's nothing else in there. Whoa, this is small. Oh, that's very interesting. The shape is so interesting. It is so much smaller. Look how cute. Or maybe this one always looks bigger because of this big dip right here. But I think they're about the same size. No, this one's definitely a little bigger. So the Fenty Beauty sponge looks very different than any other sponge I've ever used. Starting off with every single beauty sponge I've ever tried has this little pointed end right here, and this one literally is cut off right there. So it is an egg shape, but then it's flat right here. I wonder what this flat area could be used for. And then one side is rounded and the other side is flat. I feel like this is gonna get some getting used to. I love the color of this one though. How cute is that? And the pores of this one are a little bit bigger, so they both have slightly different textures. This one's a little bit softer than the Real Techniques one. Like this one has a little bit more bounce. I'm gonna go get both of them damp and I'll be right back. And this one grew significantly. So I'm gonna be using my usual, the Skin Fetish foundation by Pat McGrath. Oh my god, this foundation is running out. I feel like the right thing to do is to use this flat side. So I'm just gonna grab some foundation. Well, actually all of it, I guess. That soaked it all up from my hand. I'm gonna get started on this side with the flat side. Whoops, I went over my line. I don't know how to feel yet. I'm not liking the flat side. I feel like the sponge soaked up most of that product. And I used quite a bit. And it just doesn't look blended. The same issues that I was having with my beauty blender is that because the texture of it had a little bit more pores, I felt like it was leaving those pores on my skin. And I feel like it's happening with this one, and I'm not getting as much coverage as I want to with this sponge. So now I'm gonna pump out more foundation, and I'm actually gonna use the flat side. I've never used the flat side on the Real Techniques sponge. That wasn't even half of the product that I poured on my face, and look how much I am covering up with this sponge. Whoa, I even like it better on this side. Whoa, that covered up so quick and so easy, and it looks so even. Look at that. Oh my god. There is so much more coverage on this side of my face now than there is here. My redness is still peeking through on this side. And look at that. I feel like I pumped even less foundation on this side. This flat side does it so quick. I feel like I'm loving this beauty sponge more and more as I use it. Like it looks like it's two different foundations. Okay, so this is actually very interesting. At least with the Beauty Blender, it was like kind of a close call. But with this one, I'm already loving the Real Techniques one over the Fenty one. It's gonna be very interesting seeing this in action with concealer because I don't even know what side to use. Again, I'm using my Pat McGrath concealer. I'm gonna try to be very fair with the amount that I use. So this is the Fenty side. Oh my god. Yeah, this is just not... It's a very interesting shape. I really don't know how to use this. And maybe that's why it's not performing well. Maybe I'm using it wrong. But I also feel like a beauty sponge shouldn't be rocket science. But again, I feel like I didn't get as much coverage from that product as I should have. Now I'm gonna go in with this side. Unfortunately, the Fenty one didn't have this pointy side. I just feel like the product goes so much further with the Real Technique sponge than it does with any other sponge. That looks so much better than this side, I feel like. It looks like there's more coverage. It looks like it's smoother. Going in with a Fenty Beauty powder. This is the Pro Filter. I use this all the time. Whoa, that put so much powder on. That's crazy. Whoa, am I gonna like this better for powder? Okay, so now the Real Techniques one. And I'm gonna do the rest of my face with my powder brush. Okay, now I'm gonna dust all of this powder away. So really quickly, let's talk about prices. The retail price of the Fenty Beauty sponge is $16. The Real Technique sponge retails for $6 individually, but if you buy a pack of 2, it's $10, so you'll save like $2. Now let's talk about design. You guys already know how I feel about the Real Technique sponge. It's beautiful, and this is my first time using this flat side, and I absolutely loved it even more. This side of my face looks absolutely beautiful, blended and smooth. This side is not smooth at all. I feel like I got less coverage with the Fenty Beauty sponge. I don't like the design of the sponge. I don't like how it applies the product. It also absorbed too much product. I feel like I didn't get as much coverage as I usually do. In my opinion, the Real Technique sponge is so much better than the Fenty Beauty sponge. Again, no hate to Fenty Beauty. I feel like this is the first time I don't like something that they've come out with. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know which other sponge I should put to the test against the Real Technique sponge, and I will make that happen for you. Other than that, I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.